What's going on, guys? Spazmattic here, back inside Destiny 2, and since the Shattered Throne has returned, I will be making a guide for the Wish Ender wallhack bow in this video, because obviously the Shattered Throne has returned. And at the start, I'm going to be showing you guys the location of the Shattered Throne just to get it out of the way so you guys know where to go for the Shattered Throne in general. And in this video, I'll be showing spoilers of the Shattered Throne itself, so if you don't want to know anything about the Shattered Throne in this video, you want to experience it for yourself. If you have not yet, if you didn't visit it the last time I was here, feel free to exit the video now, because I don't want you guys to get spoiled from anything you don't want to know about the Shattered Throne in this video. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to get into the guide here once I reach the location of the Shattered Throne. Getting into the guide of the Wish Ender bow, the first step you have to do for this bow is to complete the Shattered Throne itself. Once you complete the Shattered Throne for the first time, you'll be able to activate the quest for the bow itself. Once you complete the Shattered Throne, you want to head to the Tangled Shore in the Four-Horn Gulch, because there will be a Take and Blight mission with 3 question marks, which is the first mission for the Wish Ender. Once you launch the mission, you'll obviously be in the Four-Horn Gulch, and once you follow the waypoints, you'll be led to the end of the mission, where there'll be 3 taken bosses. I believe it's a Minotaur, Ogre, and a Centurion, and once you kill all 3 of the bosses, I did this solo, you will get 3 tokens, which then you have to use inside of the Shattered Throne. Once you enter the Shattered Throne, you have to charge the 3 tokens which you got in the previous mission, and the first arc charge you have to go to in order to actually charge the token is on the top of the tower with the dragon breathing fire to the right. If you know that symbol in the Shattered Throne, go on top of that building. I'm showing it now how to get there. There will be an arc charge on top of that building, and you have to use that arc charge and bring it to the main building of the Shattered Throne in the first area to slam it into a statue, which then spawns the bosses to charge the token. I'll be showing you guys the location of where to slam this orb or arc charge now. So once you get to the location, you want to slam the arc charge into the statue with no ball in its hand, which will then spawn the 2 taken Minotaurs. Once you take down the 2 taken Minotaurs, you will be granted with the Waking Token of Quarum. The next arc charge takes place in the room with the ogres and the beams, which can be pretty annoying. For this part, the first arc charge, or the arc charge in this room, is located on the first pillar, behind the first pillar where the first ogre spawns in the room. Very simple to find, really not that hard to get to. And here in a second, I'll be showing you guys the location of where to slam this arc charge for the second arc charge in the Shattered Throne. There's nothing spawns when you do this, but it is required in order to get the Wish Ender bow. Once you slam the arc charge in this room, you are completed with the Ogre room in the Shattered Throne for the Wish Ender bow. Next up is the Thrall room, which is a room that makes you slow and has a lot of Thrall. So as you see there, my teammate just picked up the arc charge in that corner right when you enter the Thrall room. And all you have to do is get through the Thrall room, and once you get to the end, I'll show you guys the statue you have to slam the arc charge to in order to proceed with the Wish Ender quest. Once you slam the arc charge at the end of the Thrall room, once you get to the end line or the end finish, whatever you want to call it, for the Thrall room, a door will spawn across the alleyway, I guess, the pathway, and you have to go into that room The Arc Charge opens this door, by the way, and once you get into this room, a bunch of ads will spawn, and then once you kill a decent amount of ads, a captain will spawn, a captain boss will spawn, and once you take out that captain, it will charge the second token for the Wish Ender Bow. Like I said, taking out the captain will grant you the Waking Token of Ervix, which is the second charge token for the Wish Ender Bow. The final token can be charged within the first boss room of the Shattered Throne with the Ogre. In order to get to the boss to spawn to charge the token for the Wish Ender Bow, you have to proceed with the boss fight as you would normally, killing the 4 wizards, grabbing their charges that they drop, and then slamming those charges into a well, which initiates DPS phase on the Ogre. Instead of doing DPS on the Ogre, you want to pay attention to the back of the room, the side of the room where the exit door is located at. Once you slam the charges into a well, which initiates DPS phase for the Ogre, a Taken Minotaur will spawn out of the wall, and you have to take that Minotaur down to spawn another Arc Charge for the boss that charges the token for the Wish Ender Bow. The Arc Charge will most likely spawn towards the exit doorway pretty close to where the Minotaur spawned. Follow where my team and I go in order to slam the Arc Charge, which spawns the boss, another Ogre, but isn't nearly as strong as the actual Shattered Throne Ogre boss. It's another Ogre, which you then have to kill for the token to charge the token for the Wish Ender Bow. Once you charge the token, you then want to kill the Shattered Throne Ogre boss as you normally would, getting 4 charges and then slamming them in a well for DPS. Killing the Ogre will then grant you the next location to go to actually obtain the Wish Ender Bow for yourself. So heading towards the statue and interacting with it, which is the same statue you put your talisman to. I think it's the same exact statue for it, and once you talk to the statue or interact with the statue will then grant you the Wish Ender Bow. And that's all there is to it. If you guys have any questions, please comment them down below. I will try my best to answer them. And if you guys enjoyed this guide on how to get the Wish Ender Bow within the Shattered Throne in Destiny 2 Forsaken, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. I'm back inside Destiny 2. Peace.